In a small, forgotten village, concealed by the great mountains, there stood an ancient house known as Blackthorn Manor. The villagers whispered tales of its dark past, claiming it was haunted by the spirits of those who had vanished within its walls. No one dared to enter except for a curious young woman named Tonia. Tonia was drawn to the manor's eerie allure. One stormy night, fueled by a mix of bravery and curiosity, she decided to explore its decaying interior. As she crossed the threshold, the door creaked ominously behind her, sealing her inside. The air was thick with dust and the scent of mildew, and shadows danced in the flickering light of her lantern. As she wandered through the dimly lit hallways, she felt an unsettling presence. The portraits lining the walls seemed to watch her, their eyes following her every move. She shivered but pressed on, determined to uncover the manor's secrets. In the heart of the house, she discovered a grand library filled with ancient tomes. One book, bound in cracked leather, caught her eye. As she opened it, a chilling whisper echoed through the room. "Release us." Startled, Tonia looked around, but she was alone. The whisper grew louder, urging her to read on. The book told the story of a family cursed by greed, their souls trapped within the manor after they had betrayed a powerful witch. Each page revealed the names of the family members, their fates sealed by the witch's wrath. Tonia felt a strange connection to the tale, as if the spirits were reaching out to her. Suddenly, the temperature dropped, and the lantern flickered violently. Shadows began to swirl around her, forming grotesque shapes. "Help us," they pleaded, their voices a cacophony of despair. Tonia's heart raced. She realized the spirits were trapped, and she was their only hope. Determined to break the curse, she searched the library for a way to free them. She found a passage that spoke of a ritual requiring a sacrifice. Pure heart, willing to take on the curse. Tonia hesitated, but the whispers grew desperate, urging her to act. With a heavy heart, she gathered the necessary items: a silver dagger, a vial of her blood, and the book itself. As she began the ritual, the shadows closed in, their forms twisting in agony. "No!" she cried, but it was too late. The dagger pierced her palm, and she poured her blood onto the pages. In an explosion of light, the shadows surged forward, engulfing her. Tonia felt their pain, their sorrow, and in that moment, she understood. She was not just freeing them, she was becoming part of their story. The whispers faded to a haunting lullaby, and as the light dimmed, the manor fell silent. The next morning, the villagers found Blackthorn Manor standing still, its windows dark. Tonia was never seen again, but on stormy nights, if one listened closely, they could hear her voice mingling with the whispers of the lost souls, forever bound to the shadows of the manor.